going on? What's going on? And welcome back to the Deep Akira podcast. Ooh, we got a good one for y'all today, man. A really, really, really good one. Excuse me. The FIFA World 11 Best came out, and that was crazy. That had a lot of fans and a lot of soccer players and a lot of it just took the world by surprise. It took the world by surprise. And let's talk about it. I'm not a big fan of the players that I'm not going to say I'm not a big fan of the players. However, the list and how they made it in order to fit the people that I'm never going to ever say you don't deserve, but the list of how they made some people fit into that criteria and the formation that they had to do in order to place some people in there was pretty weird. And it disappointed a lot of people. The world already have their mixed emotions with FIFA, from the bribes, from them being a corrupt organization, and end of the day, it's all about the money. That's what rule, and that was run the world is money, But beside that, let's get into it. Let me see. I have it right here. I probably put it on the screen when I finally edit all this. But all right, so the formation that they chose to go with 2023 FIFA 11 best is three defenders, three midfielders, and four forwards. Now, now they would say, "Oh no, we didn't do that. What we did was we have three in the back, three in the middle. We have two wingers, and then we have two strikers." No, that doesn't work. I know FIFA like to come with their own stuff, but guess what? We know how it goes. We know formations as well. So anyway, in goal they had Courtois, deserving, well deserved. On right back they had Kyle Walker from Man City, deserving. Stones, that one I don't like. John Stone was literally hurt for a long time in Man City and hurt for a while during the 2023 season. There are other people that you could have put there. You could have put Alaba, you could have put Kanate, you could have put Virgil van Dijk, you could have put Militao. Um, who else? Who else? Because I know they like to go with how far your team went, but how far your team went does matter. But if there's a better defender that playing somewhere else, you know. Oh yeah, I think the Asian guy that played for Bayern Munich now, I forgot his name, but he's really good. Bayern had to buy him from where? From this club in Italy, from CO or Napoli. They had to get him from Napoli. I would put him before John Stone. I think just a Manchester City bias. And then they go ahead and put Diaz. Diaz, okay. Diaz is a good center back. Not gonna argue with that. And Dell. And then on the right hand midfielder, they put Silva. Okay, Man City. I don't have any problems with that. And then as advancing or as attacking midfielder, they have Kevin De Bruyne. Can never agree with that. Kevin De Bruyne has been a fantastic attacking midfielder for the past 4 or 5 years. You can't take that away from him. And then on the right hand side, on the left hand side, right hand side, they put Jude Bellingham. That one, as much as I am a Real Madrid fan, from August until now, yes, Jude Bellingham been on an amazing and crazy run. However, I would not put him in there right away because we speaking of the best 11. To me, I think there's somebody else that you could put there instead of Jude. I like Bellingham. He played for my favorite club. However, I would put somebody that that has had a longer reign than Jude for the past couple of months that he's been there, and now they just install him there because it attract the fans, it attract sponsors, um, and they want the best 11 to make some sense. And as of right now, it does not make sense to a lot of people, including myself. Okay, I'm, I'm gonna save that one for last. Okay, on the left-hand side, they have Vinny Jr. Well deserved. Vinny has been on top of the world for the past, well, for the past 2, 3 years, from before the Champion League run, after the Champion League run, and this year he's been on fire. And he's the next great Real Madrid player. Every year Real Madrid have that one, not every year, but every couple of seasons, Real Madrid have that one fantastic player that has a have a breakout. Like as of right now is Jude Bellingham, but Vinny Jr. has been that player for the past couple of 3 years. When he was playing with Benzema, assisting Benzema, even everybody was like, "Oh, all Benzema does is a tap in." So is Haaland, so is Harry Kane. That's what good strikers do. If you're a great striker, you tap the ball. You got to have amazing movement. You have to draw the defenders in, take the defenders out, find a small space. Your winger or your midfielder put the ball right there, and guess what? You go in for a tap in, and that's that. So Vinny Jr. has done that amazingly for Real Madrid, coming off that left hand wing, and they have two strikers. Number one striker, Mbappe, well deserved. I mean, Mbappe has been dominating France for the past almost 5 or 6 years. Yes, I don't know how he's been in France for a long time. It just depends how long he been there for PSG. Um, Mbappe, he get the love, but the respect he does not get. Why? Because he's playing in France. And that's why he does not get the respect. I think when he finally moves to Real Madrid, if that ever happened, or if he go to the EPL, he's finally going to get that respect. Why? Because EPL and La Liga are way tougher, way tougher, way faster, better players, and you just surrounded around great talent all around, and the world is finally going to respect him to say, you know what? Yes, you have accepted the challenge. And I think that's what has been holding him from winning that Ballon d'Or. That's what's been holding him from winning FIFA Best Player of the Year or whatsoever award that at the world stage that people will recognize you as world best. People recognize him as world best because what he has done in the World Cup. But when it comes to the club level, people do not respect Mbappe like that at the club level. So Mbappe as the number one striker. Number two striker, they go with Haaland. Holland has been dominating since Leipzig. We know that, okay, lower league Austrian, and then he come to the Bund. Yeah, not lower league Austrian. I'm thinking of that because Red Bull is originated in Austria, but RB Leipzig in Germany, and then he made his move to Dortmund, and he's been dominating there. And then now he comes to England. His first year, he break the all-time scoring season record. Like that's an amazing achievement, and he's just unstoppable. His movement, his air support, is that boy in the air. You're not gonna stop. He got that type of Ronaldo jump, even though he's way taller than Ronaldo. And then on top of that, he lives off tap-ins. You know, Haaland doesn't have a banger from 24, 30 yards because that's not the type of player he is. He feeds off tap-ins, he feeds off great acrobatic scores or goals that he scored. He's a mixture of a little bit of Ibrahim's Zlatan and the strength of Didier Drogba. When Drogba get on that ball, you are not taking the ball away from him. And then Zlatan, the things that he do when he jump or the back kick or the back flip, all that Haaland has that, and then also the strength, and then he has literally Cristiano Ronaldo speed. Like literally, he has Ronaldo speed where if he's running, you're not gonna catch him. You know, Ronaldo speed, Mbappe speed, you're just not gonna catch him. And then he's fantastic to put the ball in the back of the net. That's what he does. That's what he get paid to do. And that's why everybody in the world wanted him, and rightfully so, he deserved that. So Haaland being in the world 11 best, I don't see why not. And then we get to the last person that everybody has been, talking and speaking about. The last person to complete the world best 11 is Messi, coming off the right-hand side. Messi. Messi. Um, a lot of different mixed feelings about that. Messi is great. Top two best players of all time. And to me, Ronaldo is one, Messi is two. That's just my criteria. That's just of what I like and the type of player that I like. And who is the first person that I would draw on my team is Ronaldo. However, we're not speaking of Ronaldo, we're speaking of Messi and how he ended up in the best 11. When he left PSG, he wasn't producing. They were losing to sides that didn't, didn't deserve to be PSG. When you have the like of Neymar, you have the like of Mbappe, you have the like of Verratti, when you have, the like of Hakimi supporting you on the right-hand side, right behind Messi. And, you got an average midfield in the world stage, but it's a great midfield for Ligue 1. League on. So Messi making it there, it's very concerning. It's concerning because he's a likable figure, and he's concerning that the world is always going to please to have Messi somewhere have to do with the conversation though, even though he is past his level best, even though he is past where he can produce and give you 30 goals a season in a league, and then he can give you 50, not even that, he can give you 25 to 30 assists. So he can average a 30-30. If you follow with the NBA analogy, 30 points, 30 rebounds, 30 assists, a triple double, whatever. But then he can average a double double where he can give you 30 goals and 30 assists a season. It's very concerning because after he left PSG and he came to Inter Miami, it was a great move for him, towards the end of his career. Nothing was wrong with that. Everybody hit that break. Father Time is undefeated. However, Messi being there, it's very much concerning because let's just give it to Messi. We don't have any other left winger, or we can't do the formation to a 4-4-2 or 4-3-3 to just we have to put Messi in there. Let's keep him in the conversation. Let's keep him around as long as we can. And football will never evolve like that. Football will never evolve if everything that the stat line or who is in the conversation of the Ballon d'Or. Like I even see not Makelele, what's his name? He used to play for Chelsea. He was literally was going crazy on Twitter yesterday, and everybody was speaking of him. What's his name? I have him right here because they interview him. And honestly, everybody in the world just had enough of it because all they want to do is Mikel Obu. Mikel Obu. Literally, his argument was the fact that Messi won the World Cup in 22 make him eligible to win the FIFA to not to win to be in FIFA World 11 best. That argument is flawed. It has so many plot holes because the year is 22. At the end of 22, the beginning of 23, FIFA World Best 11 comes out. So you're trying to tell me that the World Cup holds 2 years in order for somebody to be in the 2024 World Best? That just doesn't make sense. And he's speaking of, oh, the calendar year moved differently. Look at when did the calendar year for voting start? If the calendar year start in 23 and then the best come out in 24 and Messi has scored less than 5 goals, less than 5 to 10 goals the entire season. Yes, he won the US Cup, I think. But what is that? What no disrespect to MLS, but what the hell is that? That's nothing. So when the world and FIFA please just to put Messi, keep him around as long as they can, that is ridiculous because there are so many other left wingers that deserve to be in that position. I give you one, Mohamed Salah, way better than Messi in the stat line for 2023, dominating for Liverpool in UEFA Champions League and in English Premier League in the Carabao Cup, literally delivering every single time. Like right now, I don't know, but Liverpool might struggle because Mohamed Salah is in the African Cup of Nations. That's one player that you could have put instead of Messi coming off the left wing. We know Messi is great, but come on, man, we had enough of it. From the FIFA corruption, from the Ballon d'Or corruption, do right by the players and do right by the fans. The fans deserve to see, oh, hey, we have finally gone from the Ronaldo and Messi era. And that era was great. I don't think we will ever have another era like that ever. Why? Because that era was just that great. It was just that great. So let's let that go. Mohamed Salah deserves to be on that side. And I can name plenty other wingers, but I think Mohamed Salah is the most valuable, well, not valuable, it's literally as credential. He deserves to be there instead of Messi. He does. And let me guess, for 2024 Ballon d'Or, Messi is going to be in the ballot? Really? Come on, man. He's playing in Inter Miami, he's playing for MLS. Come on. If the criteria is people that are playing at the highest league, the top five, you know, the top five giant leagues in the cup, it don't make no sense. It's just the pleasing. It's just the fact of, oh, hey, Messi, 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 Messi. Ronaldo scored the most goals in everybody. Ronaldo, even though he's playing in Saudi Arabia, he scored more goals than Haaland. He scored more goals than Mbappe. He definitely scored more goals than Messi, and he wasn't even in the conversation. It's like in every story you have the villain and you have the hero. Wherever they go, they portray Messi as the hero, and then they portray Ronaldo as the villain. It's just the fact that Ronaldo, oh, he's arrogant. Oh, Ronaldo is all about himself. He's so self-centered. Just because somebody is so self-centered and delivered, that doesn't make him, you have to carry him as the villain. Ronaldo never ever said I want to be the heel. If you don't know what the heel is in wrestling, that's a word for the bad guy. That's the word, the antagonist, the guy that's always starting something. So that's what they try to make Ronaldo as. And Ronaldo does everything right by the book. Everything. Nutrition, by the book. Sleep, by the book. Gym, by the book. Being on the field, by the book. I think more people relate with Ronaldo's story because Ronaldo had to work for everything that he wanted. Have the most goals, he had to work for it. Be a captain, he had to work for it. The talent was there, but it wasn't as God-given as Messi talent was. Messi is one of one. Messi is somebody that God said, hey, you know what? This person right here, and whatsoever you believe, if you believe in God, if you believe in the creation, if you believe it's just, we are just atoms that matters is just living our own life and the universe created us, that's fine too. But Messi is one of one, and when he was created, it's like you are destined to be among or between the top two greatest players of all time. He didn't have to work much for his talent because it was given. However, he put a little bit of the work and where he is, 7 Ballon d'Ors, 1 World Cup, hella La Liga trophies, hella scoring titles, hella Pichichi, that's the Golden Boot in Spain, and a lot of worldly accomplishment. However, Ronaldo is in a different story, but in my opinion, Messi does not deserve to be in that FIFA World Best 11. I think that's just the media and the FIFA trying to make sure that Messi some way somehow end up in the world stage and keep him and carry him as long as they can. I saw a funny tweet somebody say, and the FIFA World Best for 2045, Messi coming off the left wing. Messi all grayed up. I think he was AI and he had wrinkles and he had bags under his eyes. I'm like, come on, man. Like enough is enough already. Enough is enough already. But that's what I have. Well, that's what I think about the world best 11. Definitely I will put Salah in there before Messi. There's other guys that I will rotate, like John Stones. I would take him out as well. But that's that. FIFA is always doing what they believe. And it's all about we just have to put him there. Even though the captains, I don't want to try to miscrew that thing is only FIFA that it's only FIFA candidates or people at the top. No, also they give it to the club captains, not club, they give it to the countrymen captains, journalists, and head coaches. Those are the people that get to vote in order for this World Best 11 to happen. So when that happens, it's a different story. Anyway, beside that, let's get into some football, man. Let's get into some football. Let me stop going into this Messi stuff before I have the Messi crowd coming for me. Oh, you just a Ronaldo lover. That's why you didn't agree with Messi being on the world best 11. Yeah, that too. Okay, so what? Do something about it. Okay, I thought so. Anyway, let's run into some quick NFL. I'm pretty sure if all of y'all watched those games over the weekend from Saturday until Monday, it was quite interesting. So, and I actually got some predictions right, believe it or not. So, let's go. Starting with off Cleveland, they play the Texans. I said it on the last part. I would not be surprised if the Texans beat Cleveland. Excuse me. I said it. I would not be surprised. And guess what? They actually did beat Cleveland. They put 45 up on them boys. And Joe Flacco, thank you for being a double agent. We really do appreciate it. We knew that you was gonna either mess it up in this round or mess it up in the next round when you played us. So we very much appreciate you that for that. And then the Chiefs handle business in Arrowhead versus the Dolphins. Everybody knew that the Dolphins had no chance. They're coming in very bad condition. That's they say it was literally like negative 14, negative 17 by the time of kickoff. And the Chiefs defense did what they wanted to do best, and is that keep Tyreek Hill in check, even though he had that one big play for the only touchdown that the Dolphins scored. And the Dolphins messed up. You know, one of the things that great teams with great talent, like Tyreek Hill is the best wide receiver in the league this year, and he is the Dolphins' best player. A lot of people say no, it's the quarterback. No, sometimes a receiver or running back can be like for a time a period, Derrick Henry was the best player in Tennessee. When they made that run to the divisional round, he was the best player in Tennessee. So to say that they did not move Tyreek Hill around enough, they didn't give him the chances. But guess what? Them defense had them clappers on him. They say, all right, you want to be in front of the line, we're gonna play aggressive, we're gonna push you around, and we're gonna make sure that you don't get that start that you want in front of the line. Because once Tyreek beats you even by a yard, you're not gonna catch him again. You better hope and pray that that safety is coming right on time to help you out. But the Chiefs 26-7 against the Dolphins. And then we go to America's team. Oh my God. I wanted to go out and watch that game, but I had a lot of work to do, even though it was a Sunday, 7 days a week. The work never stopped. I wanted to go and watch that game, but every time I check on my phone to see the update, the Green Bay kept scoring. It was 7-0. I was like, okay, that's fine. 14-0. I start looking at the stats. I see that Dak Prescott only have about 70 yards. I'm like, yo, what the hell is going on? It's 14-0. Dak only got 80 plus yards. And I see that Jordan Love already has what? Almost 104 or 125, something like that. And then next time I check, it's 21-0. I'm like, yo, did Dak Prescott get hurt or the defense did not come to work? So I to pull the game on my phone. I'm seeing that Dak is throwing interception and Green Bay came to play. Green Bay was not scared. They say, guess what? We have great condition in Dallas, in the dome, in Jerry World. And on top of that, we are not supposed to be here because Green Bay had to fight their way into the playoffs. They were one of the teams that were in the hunt, and they had to keep win and win and win and other team to lose in order for them to get there. And that's a dangerous precedent. Why? Because a team that has nothing to lose and they're not supposed to be there, they can play freely. And when you play freely, you don't have nothing to lose. Hey, if we lose, so what? We were supposed to come here, we did our best, so let's go ahead, give it all that we got. And guess what? They won. And Cowboys, another disappointing year. This was the 28th or the 29th anniversary of the last time y'all won the Super Bowl or been to the AFC, to the NFC Championship. It sucked, but I don't feel bad for y'all. I also, in this game, I said that I won't be surprised if the Packers win. Why? Because everybody has great success against the Cowboys when they run the ball, and Aaron Jones had 3 touchdowns. Green Bay ran the ball. And I saw something that Shannon Sharp said. Shout out to Shannon Sharp with Club Shay Shay and Nightcap with my guy Ocho Cinco. He said the fact that if you don't know football plays or football formation, Dallas loves to play nickel with two in the back. So what nickel is when you have some of your smallest players like your cornerbacks come to play as linebackers, and these guys are not big enough. When you have a lineman that is 300 plus and gonna push the line, and once they advance to the second level, second level is when they create the hole. Once they advance to the second level and the running back see a tunnel, he's gonna run through that and get 10, 15 yards. That's big. 10, 15 yards in a play where is a passing league, that's big. So that's how Dallas got beat. And then Jordan Love put out great numbers when he had to throw the ball. But I wasn't surprised. America's team, I won't say sorry for your loss because this is y'all every year. We This is our year. We're going to the Super Bowl. This is our year. We're going to the Super Bowl. Well, guess what? Green Bay has something to say about that. And then we go to the game that I predicted it was going to be correctly from the start. Lions versus the Rams. Everybody gave the Rams a chance, which was fairly so. But I knew that the Lions was going to have the advantage because they're playing at home. And they're also one of the hottest team in the NFL right now. So excuse me, one of the hottest team in the NFL right now, from their receiving core, from Jared Goff playing great this year, and them having they have a double running back. So they have two running backs that are both can give you 5 yards per carry. If I can do a job for say 5 carries and average what 30 yards, and the other running back can come and average 28 or average 30, that's a double hitter. That's a win-win situation, and both of them can catch from the back. So take him to the flat and they can catch the ball. So that was great. That was great for the Lions, and I knew that they were gonna do something good. And even though it was a great fight that the Rams put, but still the Lions did come up on top. So that was that. And this other two, the last two I also got right. Excuse me. So the fact that I already knew the Bills was gonna beat the Steelers. The Steelers did not had a chance. I want to say everybody always every given Sunday, somebody always have a chance. Football, soccer, all that, everybody has a chance. In any sport, you can never count anybody out. You know why? Because it can, if it's UFC, if it's boxing, one wrong hit, and the underdog can win. In soccer or in football or in basketball, the underdog come with a well playing defense, and guess what? They manage to make that happen. And guess what? The other team, they just didn't come. So everybody had a chance. But in this game, everybody, 80% of betting favorite, 80% of America had the Bills win, and rightfully so they did. Josh Allen had a great day. He did not turn the ball over. That's was something great that everybody was speaking of him and how the Bills were where they were because he was turning the ball too much. But in this game, he kept it clean. He looked at his checkpoints. He got the receivers that he wanted, and James Cook and the other running back did their thing. And then also there was a play there that had the NFL and had the fans thinking about it. Like when Josh Allen scored his 50 or 61-yard run to score that touchdown, when he had the ball, he faked as he was about to slide, and then he kept up. So that made the defender pick and choose. Do I go and hit him now, or do I try to wrap him up? Because now is a non-hitting quarterback league. If the quarterback slide, you just gotta come and tap him. Because it was another play where Josh Allen slid and the defender come and hit him and they threw a flag. And so now It was the same thing as I forgot which college player did that, and they banned that play the next week. Like you as a quarterback, you cannot fake a defensive back, a DB or corner, whatever, as you about to slide, and then as he's getting off or he's letting up, and then you keep running. So Josh Allen did that, and that's why he scored a touchdown. Guess what? It's a very smart play, very very smart play. But the next time you're gonna have a DB that's gonna hit you. You're gonna have a linebacker that's gonna hit you. And you can't cry and say, "Oh, where my flag at?" No, you as a runner. And so when you get hit, don't complain because if you're gonna use that rule to your advantage and deceive players and cheat, because that's pretty much cheating in sports. That's cheating. And you get a lick, don't be upset because you're gonna have one of those players that's gonna lick you and hit you. All right, so that's that. And then now we go to the Bills, not the Bills, Steelers. We wanted y'all to do us a favor, but yeah, I did it. And then now we go to who we got next? Oh yeah, yeah. We got the Bucks and Philly. That game was weird. Everybody already knew the Bucks was gonna win, but it was weird because people were hyping and feeling that Philly is gonna come because they wasn't in that same position last year, but they had the experience from just last year of winning the divisional round and then winning. No, they were the number one seed last year. They had a bye. From them making it to the Super Bowl, people thought they was gonna have that same type of energy for the playoffs. One of the hardest thing to do is to change attitude in the middle of the season. As if you start 10-1 and then you end up 11-6, it's very hard to change everything in the middle of the season. Why? Because guys have to get used to new plays, new positions, new attitude. It's very hard in the middle of the season. So when the season finished and they knew they was going to play the Bucks, it was very tough for them to change that in just one game or to change it in the 6-5 weeks. It's very hard. So the Bucks did a fantastic job, man, handling them. And Philly defenders were not wrapping up. They were not tackling. So when that happened, guess what? You guys are gonna bounce off. You wide receivers, running backs, they're just gonna bounce off and keep on running. And that was the thing. And the Bucks, they won. I had the Bucks winning. So if you ask me, I would say out of all of those games, I had what? Let's see. I'm not gonna count the maybes because the maybes are maybes. Bucks, I had that right. Bills, I had that right. Lions, I had those right. Packers, I was second guessing. Chiefs, I had those right. And Texans, it was a maybe for me. So I got Chiefs, Lions, Bills, Bucks. So I got 4 out of the 6 games. That's still a passing average. So what? You know, still a passing average. I'm good on that. I can't complain. Um, Now let's go into the next rounds. The next rounds are literally coming up Saturday, the next rounds. Those be coming up pretty soon, so I don't know what's gonna happen, who is who, and what is what. But here we go. Let's see. So this upcoming weekend, the first game, we got the Ravens hosting the Texans. I'm going with the Ravens all day, every day. And then the Packers are going to San Francisco there. Go San Fran, but I won't be surprised if the Packers did a good job and win the game. And then Sunday, Buccaneers, they're going to the Lions. They're going to Detroit. I'm going to go with Detroit. I think Detroit is going to make it to the NFC Championship this year. And then you got the Chiefs heading to the Bills. That one, I have to split it 50-50. Why? Because you can never bet against Patrick Mahomes, even though they're going to Buffalo and play. They're a road team. They play outside and they play in the cold as well. The betting favorite has Buffalo by 3, but we shall see. That's going to be a very interesting game. So, Ravens to win, make it to the AFC Championships game. 49ers to win, head to the NFC Championships game. Lions to win, they're going to play the 49ers in the NFC Championship. This 50-50 is driving me crazy, but I have to make my mind. So I'm going to go with the Chiefs. I'm going to go with the Chiefs to break Josh Allen and the Bills Mafia hard again and make it to the AFC Championship and play the Ravens. So that's all I think was how it's gonna happen. Yes, before I get out of here, somehow, some way, people always find it a way to disrespect Lamar Jackson. What am I talking about? I'm talking about Brett Favre. Brett Favre, if y'all don't know, legendary quarterback for the Packers. He played for Minnesota, and I think he played for the Jets a little bit. But it's like everybody loved taking shots at Lamar because he's an easy target. And then when he comes and prove all of them wrong, they say, well, we knew he was gonna do it. No, no, don't do that. I'm gonna read you what Brett Favre said. I think the Texans take this one. CJ Stroud is a true gun slinger. Lamar did not throw a single touchdown versus a young Texans defense week one. His leg talent will only take him so far. The key, couple of stuff in there. He's not a gunslinger. Lamar MVP year 2019, he launched the ball twice, 45 plus yards to Hollywood, and he scored a touchdown. Lamar can launch the ball down the field. So just because he doesn't do it often, Lamar can launch the ball. Lamar Jackson, his true talent is only his legs. So yeah, I've seen that he can read the defense. He can do quick checkpoints to keep the ball moving. I don't know what else Lamar has to prove. Every quarterback has to prove that they didn't need to win the Super Bowl in order to be great. Yes, 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 yes. However, it's very hard to get there. It's very hard to win that. That's the true challenge. And when Lamar does that, I want all of y'all to shut the F up. And all of y'all owe him a public apology. Because to say somebody that actually developed and made himself a better passer that he can only run, it's pretty ridiculous. Brett Favre, you have a Super Bowl and a couple of MVPs. Okay, fine. But guess what? Lamar Jackson can do it all. Lamar Jackson can run. Lamar Jackson can throw. Lamar Jackson can read defense. Lamar Jackson can do quick checkpoints to advance the ball. Lamar can do all of that. So y'all just keep on disrespecting him. Keep on saying, oh, stats. He's not a true gunslinger. He doesn't read defense. He can't throw the bomb. No, yeah, crazy. Yeah, honestly, yeah, just see, oh, you know what? The way how he carry himself, how his hair is, da 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 da, make him easy for us to go and add him. But keep on bringing it, baby. Keep on bringing it. We need that. We need that fuel. Lamar need that fuel. The whole Ravens, the whole Baltimore need that fuel. Why? Because when we beat the crap out of the Texans this week, don't be surprised. And don't be like, oh, we didn't know it was gonna happen. No, yes, y'all did. Yes, I did. All of y'all saying was just that, oh, we just want the rating. We just, no, 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 no. Lamar Jackson for MVP. Lamar Jackson all day, every day. There's nothing else y'all could do that's gonna change our mind. Y'all just love disrespecting our quarterback. So, Brett Favre, welcome to the list of the haters of Lamarsville. Welcome of hating Action Jackson. We will take all that all day, every day. Why? Because Lamar Jackson is that dude. Lamar Jackson is that guy. And he's gonna take us to the promised land. Him and Patrick Queen, him and Raekwon Smith, him and Zay Flowers, him and my boy OBJ. We're gonna get there. We are going to get there. So beside that, this come to the conclusion for another episode of Ladida Care Podcast. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you like, subscribe, and let me know if there's a specific topic that you want me to cover. I would definitely do that, do my research, and make sure I have all the facts. And if I don't have all the facts, I would say verbatim, I'm not sure. So don't quote me on that. And then, we continue from there. But make sure you like and subscribe and like the video. And until next time, peace.